Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. What's your question?
Yeah, so when we zoom into like 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, right? So obviously you would see your graph going below the HMA. So that's not really the correct reference point at that moment, right? We
No,
shouldn't be considering the moving average line because it will be obviously down. We're
no.
looking at 1 hour.
So
Or,
this moving average is, see, moving average is 21, right? So whatever you select on the chart, the duration, whether it be a day, 4 hour, 1 hour, 30, 15. So it's just basically doing the moving average of whatever the period that you're selecting. So if you have a day chart, then it's a moving average, 21-day moving average. If it's an hourly, then it's a 21-hour.
okay.
So it's just like a moving average for that price, right? So for
Yeah.
example, from here, it's like September 20th, 3, whatever that 21 hours, that's what it is. So if somebody wants to take a very close look based on the hourly chart, how the price is trending and where it's crossing the moving average and stuff, it's a pretty good indicator, you know.
Yeah, okay.
It all depends on how close you're trading, uh, when you're trading, and how often you're trading.
Right. And only the correct time to buy a stock is when the line meets the moving average. Because from what I
That's
noticed is I was looking at a couple of them, right? So by the time I realize it will already cross the line and it's almost, uh, cross the
go
line
with
and
the.
I don't know if it goes down or it should go up.
So which chart were you looking at?
I
Hourly
was,
chart?
yes, hourly and 4 hourly, I was switching it. So,
Yeah, because the thing is, see, the other importance for the selecting hourly and 4 hour chart. For example, if you're looking at the chart during the day at 11:30 or 10:30, right? If you look at a day chart, it doesn't give you much significance because the day hasn't completed, right, for that day, the trading day. If you go with the hourly chart, it basically gives you a pretty good picture of that from opening time from 9:30 to 10:30, right? If you were to select 30 minutes, then it gives you much better picture of those two half an hour intervals for the first hour of trading. If we do 15 minutes, then it gives me much finer detail the first opening hour. So in the beginning of the day, this won't have a significance for that specific trading day, right? You have to rely on these ones,
right.
right?
Got it.
So any questions so far on the inverse head and shoulder, the one that we just looked at? You good? So as I said, shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder, and the head. So the difference between the head and shoulder, whatever that difference is, you add that to the shoulder, that gives you the next target price. So if I see this trend somewhere, if I invest here, maybe when it's moving up, it's hourly, right? So I think it's like 2 hours.
Oh,
next price target would be at this point.
so, I see an example for the head and shoulder pattern.
On which one? On the regular head and shoulder patterns?
Yeah, yeah, looks like, in the same screen, if you check the time, of September 16 to 12 o'clock on the right side, September 16th to 12 o'clock, you see a shoulder and then a head and then a shoulder and then it went down. Boom.
Yeah, and I have a yeah, that's one. Um, there is one that I picked up on Nasdaq
Hmm.
uh, for okay for September 22nd. All right. So inverse is this, right? It gives you a bullish upward trend,
Yes.
right? That's what we got. But if you go to the regular head and shoulder, uh, it's higher, similar high, and the head is higher than the shoulders. That's a bearish trend, right? So let's take a look at Nasdaq 100 futures for September 22nd, right? I'm still in the hourly chart. All right. Let me just close these house moving average. So look at the right shoulder. What value is this? Again, anybody can help me on that. So 11105,
Yes, yes.
and the right shoulder is 11121, and the head is 11 1164.75. So if you do 1164.75 minus 11114,
48, roughly 48.
50, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Here
50.
actually. Yeah. Sorry, I should be on the shoulder. So that was at the neckline. So 1164.75 minus 11121.
40, 40, it comes to 40.
So 11121 is 43.75, right?
Yep.
So if I come here, whatever the value was here, 11121,
Yeah, roughly 40, 81. I mean, 80 to 120, 121 minus 81, yeah, 40, yeah, around 40.
so whatever the difference between the top of the head to the top of the shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
I subtract it from the shoulder if it's a regular head and shoulder. If
Mm-hmm.
it's a inverse, like you can see one more example here, right? Left shoulder, right shoulder, then you see the head. So head is what? 10946.25 minus shoulder here is,
Anyway, last time you draw something that shows the difference, right? You said, I remember you showed us something and it showed the difference. Hey, there is a 7% difference.
yep, yep, yep. I'll show you that one.
Thing you showed earlier.
Yep, yep. So if I add this difference to this number, it brings me to oh, just wait, 1193.
Oh, okay, okay. Here it's an inverted shoulder. So you're saying, yeah, in that sense. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Whatever the target price is,
Mm-hmm.
they're approximately at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes these hourly charts and these other shorter duration gives a finer detail, Uh, Even the ones that we looked last time. If you have double bottoms, the next is a bullish trend. If you have double tops, next is a bearish trend. If you have triple tops, then it's a bearish trend. If you have triple bottoms, it's a bullish trend. So these are like simple indicators of understanding or anticipating the next bullish slash bearish price. The indicator that also that was a measure tool. So if you see this one on the left side,
Yeah, I see that.
measure tool. What you're doing here. We want to just do the difference between the two numbers here. Sometimes it's good to have candlestick. It's a good idea. Got it?
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Any questions or to look at it? Ticker symbols, we can take a look at that. Looking at REGN, right? General pharmaceuticals. So let me go to the chart. See this one? The resistance was 535.66. Sorry, the support. Now look at it hit the resistance, went high 589, hit this resistance, came down low, came down low again. Now look at that. From this day, the highest or the closing highest was 576, closing was 564. Look at this opening. The closing was a day before 564. Now look at this opening, 598. It's hitting at this resistance. But what do you guys think? This is a good buy signal. It's like one day of trading shooting up the resistance. Generally, it could be a good potential, is breaking through these resistance, or it could be just it's touching this, or it can continue sideways, or it hits the resistance and comes back down again to take the support. But we have other indicators like pulse moving average, the price is bullish, RSI is going up, MACD is up. If you want a better understanding of this, you can even create a Fibonacci channel. So if you look at this, this is one trending line. Then it was trending this way. Then it's like, trending here, right? So two lows and one high in the middle. So whenever these diagonal Fibonacci channel support and resistance levels are, in addition to this horizontal line, this becomes a strong support slash resistance. If it already passed through that, then it becomes a strong support for this.
So
So as always, all the references were based on the charts, were based on the trading view. References were based on Investopedia education module. So for next session, I highly encourage everyone to kind of practice on the chart analysis via trading view and do look into trend lines, triangles, pennants, and flags.